Hello beauties, welcome back to my channel. This is Funmibi here again with a new tutorial. In today's video, we'll be making this double bow headband together. I made this for a client and I just filmed the entire process just for the purpose of documentation, and just in case anybody on here is interested in making something like this, you have your manual on how to go about making it. If you enjoy watching, at the end of the day, please be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. We all know the importance of that thumbs up. It helps YouTube spread my videos to a wider audience. It also lets me know that you guys enjoyed watching. Okay, so now that I've said all of that, let's get straight into today's tutorial. Let's go. Alright friends, so for this particular design you need your fabric of choice. For me, I'm working with Asooke. You also need your plastic headband, of course. I'm using the big size because I'm making this one adult. You also need a matching color of thread. I'm working with a lilac colored Asooke, so of course my thread is going to be the same lilac color, and I'm also going to be incorporating these colors of beads. Now that I've shown you all of that, the next stage in this tutorial is to wrap our headband. This is what my headband looks like after wrapping. For those that are new here, if you need a tutorial on how to go about wrapping your headband, I have a full tutorial on how this process works. I'm going to do well to link it on the screen for you. Feel free to check it out so it helps you while creating your own headpiece. So I have two pieces of fabric that are about 20 inches long. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fold them into two along the length and then come back to our work table. I'm just showing you guys here the places that are going to join the fabric together. So you're joining it along the width. You're folding along the length and joining along the width. So this is what we have here. What I'm doing here is just turning my fabric inside out. Okay, we want the right side to be out and the wrong side inside, and I'm adjusting my fabric such that that joining, that seam line right there, is at the center of our fabric. Okay, we are going to do the same thing for the second 20-inch fabric. Turn it inside out and centralize that seam line. Okay, make sure that that seam line is at the center. We're going to try our best to hide that seam line. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab my needle and thread. Okay, we are going to do a little bit of hand sewing, and the type of stitch we are working with is our running stitch. Okay, we are trying to gather that center bit of this particular fabric. So for those that are frequent here, we already know how the gathered stitch works. We are doing running stitches. Basically, I got a couple of comments where people mentioned that I wasn't showing things the way I used to. Nothing has changed about my channel, at least in my opinion. Let me know if you feel like I'm hiding stuff from you as well. I try my best to be very transparent and open with everybody on the channel. So the fact that a few people are of the opinion that I'm hiding stuff is a bit alarming. However, if I have a lot of people that feel that way, let me know down in the comment section and then I'll try my best to show you guys more. But yeah, that's just by the way. This is me doing my running stitches. The only reason why it seems as though you can't see what I'm doing clearly is because my camera is at a static point and I don't have an assistant, so I can't be doing stitches here and carrying my camera up and down. Like it's a lot, and I do these things very often on the channel, so I expect that people that have been here for a while already know how this process works basically. However, if for any reason you guys feel like I'm hiding something, I'm sorry. I'll try to fix it. I just came on here just to let you guys know and also get feedback from other people. Do you guys feel like I'm not explaining things enough, or I'm not? Just let me know. Give me feedback in the comment section basically. So if you made it up to this point, let me know down in the comment section if there's anything you'd like me to improve about my content. However, back to the video. What I'm doing now after gathering is I'm just tying that gathered points, just taking my thread all around just to make sure that gather, I don't lose it. Okay, turn it around and then also pass my needle in between the winding and winding I'm doing right there, just to make sure that bow effect is very steady, is in place, and I don't lose it. I don't know if English is doing justice to what I'm explaining, but please look at what I'm doing and also replicate it on your own project. So what I'm doing here is I'm just adjusting my bow, making sure that it looks nice, basically just using my hands to just adjust. So feel free to replicate this process on your own piece as well on the two sides of the bow, okay, because you know, because of that center gathers, we have two puffy sides on this bow. So you just put your hand in between, make sure that everything looks aesthetically pleasing. So everything I did on this first piece, I'm going to repeat it on the second piece. Do my gathered stitches, secure the center, make sure that the bow is bowing and everything looks nice, and then it will now be time to move on to the next stage in this particular tutorial. If you've been enjoying the video so far, please do well to smash the like button, okay? It helps me know that you guys are enjoying and you guys are getting value, and it also helps this video spread wide, okay? Spread to a wider audience. So please do this for me. Thank you so much. All right, guys, so I'm picking up the second fabric. I'm not going to waste too much time on the process because it's everything I did on the first piece that I'm repeating here again. So if you didn't get a hang of it, please rewind this video so you understand everything I did in the first bit. So I'm just going to quickly do my gathered stitch, and then we'll now get to the main juicy part of this video. Okay guys, so now that I have two bow-like pieces, it's be time for us to move on to the next stage. So what I'm doing here is just securing my stitch to make sure that I don't lose the work that I just did on this particular piece. Another thing that I forgot to mention at the beginning is you also need a tiny piece of fabric, okay? That fabric is supposed to be 4 inches by the length of your Asooke, which is typically between 6 and 7 inches, okay? So 4 inches wide. So what you will do is just fold that fabric into two and then pipe it such that it's the piped piece, okay, that round piece right there that I'm trying to pass this piece of bow through. That is what will now be at the center of your bow. I don't know if everything I'm saying makes sense, but this piece here that I'm passing my bow through is the 4-inch fabric I'm referring to. What I did here is I folded it into two, piped it, and then turned it into like a ring-like shape, okay? So I'm now going to pass my bow through that little piece of fabric, okay? I don't know how I skipped that part. I must have lost some footage while editing this video, but yeah, I hope everything I explained now makes sense to you. So this is me now passing my second piece of bow through that little piece of fabric, okay? And then what I'll do is just adjust until I'm sure that everything looks aesthetically pleasing. It looks nice on the eyes. And once I'm done securing it in between that my little ring like piece of fabric, it will now be time for me to attach whatever I've created onto my wrapped plastic headband. If you've been enjoying this video so far, again, please be sure to like the video. What I'm doing here is just adjusting my bow in between that ring like shape, making sure that everything looks nice and smooth. Something that I noticed that I did on this particular headband that I feel like I could have done better is on that ring like piece of material that I passed my bow through, just to make things finer, instead of using the beading situation that I did, I would have used a more bold applique, okay, just to make things look really nice. But because I didn't have any nice applique that would have gone very well with this piece of fabric, I didn't use applique. Instead, I did a little bit of beadwork, and I also got feedback from my client as well, okay? In the spirit of transparency, she felt like I could have done better with that design at that point there. So when recreating yours, please feel free to go off, do something very sweet, very attractive on that center bit of your video. So that's pretty much it for this particular tutorial. I also went ahead to line the inner part of my headband. That process as well, all that I did was I took a piece of ribbon and just used my glue to attach it, just to make the inner part of my headband look really nice. So that's it for this video. Again, if you enjoyed watching, please be sure to hit the like button, okay? Also, if you've made it up to this point and you're yet to be subscribed to this channel, please do well to hit the subscribe button, okay? Turn on your post notification by tapping the bell right beside the subscribe button. That bell helps you know every single time I post a new tutorial. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you in another one. Bye.